everybody, it's Christine with your weekly dose of radical self-reflection and practical direction. So I'm just like in such a blissed out place because this past weekend something happened for me that has been an intention of mine and a heartfelt desire for a few years now, and something that I've been inwardly working towards, and it was being ordained as a minister. And a couple people have asked me, well, don't you just do that online? Can't anybody be ordained? And the answer is yes. There are little online places you can go and do this. But my intention with it, my experience was a different line of energy. And it was something that was very internal and very heartfelt, and through this spiritual line of energy that I study through. And when I was sitting there in this circle, the way it worked is I was walked into the room, and there were a circle of people around me. There were about 20 people around me. A lot of people that have been spiritual teachers of mine that I've known for many years, and they encircled me, and the people closest to me put all their hands on my head. And then there was a specific prayer that came through that was given to me in terms of being ordained. And then the woman who was doing the ordination just sort of opened herself up and was just guided by the divine, by spirit, by God, in terms of what was most appropriate for me to hear. And when it was happening, I couldn't really remember much because it was actually very emotionally overwhelming. It touched a place inside of me that no external accomplishment really has or ever really could. Those external things are great, and I'm all for goals and dreams, but one of the things that I'm consistently reminded of is that what we're all really seeking is more of that profound, deep feeling of connection and love that really is truly found within. So I was just so in that energy that I heard what was said to me, but I didn't really hear it, Luckily, they record it. And as I was listening to the ordination when I left, one of the things that really came through was that, what was said to me is allow yourself to receive the blessings that are available to you. It was said to me, you are a blessing, but allow yourself to partake in it. And that was a huge aha moment for me, because one thing that I realized is that in my work, I'm so blessed to serve so many people. I get to see miracles every day. People have opened their hearts to me, and I love being able to love and serve and touch people in any way that I can. But sometimes, honestly, I forget about myself. I can be really hard on myself. I, can run myself ragged, and I forget always to practice what I preach. And so the specific blessing that came through for me about allowing myself to partake in the blessing was such a good reminder, and one that I just want to share with you. Are you really allowing yourself to partake in the blessing that you are and the blessings that are available to you? I think too often we can look at what's missing or what we don't have, and we can give and give and give so much. Think of how kind you are to your friends, how much you minister to them, but are you partaking in that of yourself? Are you really ministering to yourself? And you do not have to be ordained to be a minister. There are things you can do to go out and minister in the world right now. And my encouragement is start with you. Minister to you. What do you need to hear from you? What do you really need to give yourself? What blessings do you need to allow yourself to really bask in? What does your heart and soul really desire, and how can you, through your own ministry, give that to yourself? And then from that place of being very full, then you can go out and minister to others. A simple smile at someone who looks like they're, having a bad day is in ministry. Giving someone a compliment is in ministry. Being, someone who lets people in traffic is in ministry, especially on the 405 in Los Angeles. So find ways to partake in the blessing and be the minister to first yourself and to anyone you come across. Because if there's anything I know, it's that all of us, every single one of us, wants to know we're loved and wants to love. Yeah, we want stuff. That's important. We're human beings, and there's lots of stuff that we want and goals that we have. But most important, we want to love and be loved. And we do that by honestly having a ministry, ministering to ourselves, partaking in the blessings, and ministering to others. So love and be loved. Much light and many blessings to you.